Oh my, the scenes in Iran right now looks like a hellscape as Israel is attacking nuclear sites and conducting decapitation exercises on top Iranian military officials and leaders. Iran says that it will be declaring war on Israel. All-out war is taking place right now in the Middle East. We have new video footage of what's going down in Iran. Play the clip. And we are now learning that the commander-in-chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the top military officer in Iran, is dead, has been killed by Israel. Hussein Salami has been killed in tonight's decapitation strikes by Israel. Iran has confirmed. We're learning the commander of the Qatam al-Anbiya, central headquarters of the Iranian General Staff, Major General Gholam Ali Rashid, is confirmed to have been killed by Israel. Tehran confirms. Mohammad Mehdi Taranki, president of the Islamic Azad University in Tehran, was killed by tonight's Israeli strikes on Iran. Iran confirms. The former head of the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran, Faryud Abbasi Davani, is confirmed to have been killed by Israel in tonight's strikes. We were showing you the footage of those residential apartment buildings that were near Iran's military centers. They call them decapitation strike after decapitation strike, aimed at killing the top leaders of Iran's military and former top leaders and those with knowledge of the potential nuclear programs there. They've been killed right now. Now, Israel is now announcing that Washington knew about this, that Trump was aware of this, that Rubio was aware of this, and that they were provided intelligence from the United States of America, weapons from the United States, that the United States was integral to these operations. Israel has made that clear. Israel notified Washington before striking, according to Israel's public radio. An Israeli official telling the Jerusalem Post, "We presented the American administration with evidence of Iran's breakthrough toward a nuclear bomb. There was full and complete coordination with Americans." Israel pushing very hard that they fully cooperated with the Americans on the Iranian strikes, despite U.S. aggressively denying they were involved in any way. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, lied and put out a statement saying no U.S. involvement. Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel saying, nope, you helped every step of the way. You coordinated with us. The U.S. did this with us. That's what Netanyahu is doing. Trump is silent as of this recording. We have not heard from the coward and thief Donald Trump. No word in his bunker. We'll see what he has to say soon. Here's the statement from if he says anything. Statement from Secretary of State Rubio. Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interest or personnel. Iran putting out statements that it is going to deliver a firm slap, it says, to Israel and the United States. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, said when Rubio put out that statement, before Israel put out all the statements that U.S. did this with us, we wrote on the MeidasTouch network, we fund and arm Israel, who would never do this without our permission. But little Marco and his senile orange boss think there might be someone in the world who is as gullible as their domestic cultists. Democratic Senator Murphy from Connecticut put out a statement that I think sums what just happened up best. Israel's attack on Iran, clearly intended to scuttle the Trump administration's negotiations with Iran over the nuclear program, risks a regional war that will likely be catastrophic for America and is further evidence of how little respect world powers, including our own allies, have for Donald Trump. Iran would not be this close to possessing a nuclear weapon if Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu had not forced America out of the nuclear agreement with Iran that had brought Europe, Russia, and China together behind the United States to successfully contain Iran's nuclear ambitions. This is a disaster of Trump and Netanyahu's own making, and now the region risks spiraling toward a new deadly conflict. A war between Israel and Iran may be good for Netanyahu's domestic politics, but it will likely be disastrous for the security of Israel, the United States, and the rest of the region. As Secretary Rubio stated, the United States was not involved in today's strikes, and we have no obligation to follow Israel into a war we did not ask for and will make us less safe. But let's be clear, since that statement was issued, Israel is coming out very strongly. U.S. did this with us. We had all of their intelligence every step of the way. And now we're seeing a senior U.S. intelligence official saying that the U.S. provided real-time reconnaissance support to Israel before, during, and after the ongoing strikes, using secure channels to coordinate every step. There is a non-zero chance, and I say this sincerely, that they were using signal based on Pete Hegseth's past conduct and course. The headquarters of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in the Iranian capital of Tehran was reportedly hit with multiple missiles, causing the destruction of the entire building and several fires which are still raging, according to the locals who are there. An Israeli official now telling Fox News, "We are just getting started." An Iranian security source tells Reuters that Tehran plans a strong response to Israel. But didn't Donald Trump and J.D. Vance refer to themselves as the peace ticket? Now, I want to show you again, this is what Donald Trump had been saying about war in Iran and his ability to negotiate deals and avoid World War III. Here, play this clip.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. Speaking of World War III, I'll keep you out of World War III. What would happen if we had a war? We won't, with me, but you will have World War III, I believe, without me, but we won't have. I will be sure that World War III will not happen. I'm the only one can say it won't happen. But I stand here today, and I'm the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. Well, here a short time ago, Iran launched 181 ballistic missiles at Israel, and I've been talking about World War III for a long time, and I don't want to make predictions because the predictions always come true. We're not going to make, but they are very close to global catastrophe. We have a non-existent president and a non-existent vice president.
And we are now seeing additional strikes as well throughout Iran by the capital of Tehran. At the Qatar airport, flights to Iraq's Baghdad and Basra have just been canceled due to Israel's attack on Iran. Things are heating up. Let me show you what it looks like when one of those decapitation strikes took place in the residential buildings where the Iranian military generals were. Here, play this clip. We'll keep you posted every step of the way, folks. Where is Donald? Where'd he go? Hiding in a bunker right now. Absolutely pathetic. And maybe a better idea not to pick a former Fox News host to be the Secretary of Defense in moments like this. Hit subscribe. There's going to be updates constantly here. Make sure you subscribe right now. Let's get to 5 million subscribers.
Love this video? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch and help us blow past 1 million followers.